The fire burning in New Orleans East, combined with fog, is creating the hazardous driving conditions. Ashland Brothers has the latest on the efforts to put out the marsh fire.
A smog so thick and dense, drivers couldn't even see the end of their cars stems from New Orleans East, but spreads far beyond.
And I'm like, man, I can't hardly see out here. What is going on?
Woke up this morning, I couldn't breathe. The smell was in my house. I thought my house was on fire, really. It was real scary. You couldn't see anything. I tried to bring my baby to school this morning, and I had to put the hazard lights on and drive as slow as I can. Then I had to go back and pick him up because they sent them home. They said the smell was so bad in the school, too.
The Louisiana Department of Agriculture and Forestry says this area normally is underwater. It's dried up due to the drought, so it's not just burning above, but below. Here in New Orleans East, the smell of smoke is strong, and we're not even in the thick of it. Commissioner Mike Strain says the fire is on private property, and landowners are pumping out water to try and flood the fields in an effort to get this thing under control as quickly as possible. Commissioner Mike Strain says the smoldering fire is burning quickly, and they've plowed a control zone around a 250-acre area, surrounded by a canal on 3 sides and a railroad track on the other.
So the whole idea is to go ahead and get it flooded, but also to monitor it. And if it does break out, that's what we call it. If it does break out, then we get new lines established, and then we extend the area that we are flooding.
Commissioner Mike Strain says the Sewage and Water Board is also pumping water, and officials are working to secure additional high-volume pumps. The department has a surveillance aircraft flying at less than 1,500 feet, assessing overhead when conditions permit.
People think that that's going to help them be seen by having those hazard lights on. That just creates a lot of confusion, can actually lead to crashes rather than to avert them.
AAA spokesperson Don Redmond says in these conditions, leave a little later in the morning. If there's no way around it, meaning you have to be on the road on that route at that time, he says the best thing you can do is slow down, have your headlights on low beam, use your fog if you have them, make sure you're visible, can see feet in front of your car, and anticipate those sudden stops.
If you put your bright lights on when you're driving through fog or smog, it's creating a huge reflection back on you. It's actually creating glare for you.
That was Ashland Brothers reporting. NOLA Ready says free masks are available to those impacted by the smoke. They are available at the New Orleans East Library, Joe Brown Recreational Center, the Sanchez Centers, and the Algiers Library.